Every year, the United Way holds a day of caring, but this year they needed to change their strategy. I'm joined by Michelle Finney, chair of United Way Day of Caring. Michelle, tell us what Day of Caring used to be like in previous years.
Well, Donna, the day of caring was where workplaces used to go into United Way agencies and do work for the day. So the team might do some window cleaning, lots of gardening, some light maintenance around the facility to make it look nicer, just some small projects that the agencies required being done that they maybe couldn't afford to do themselves.
So, yeah, agencies would certainly benefit from it, but there's got to be a reason why teams would do this year after year.
So definitely, it's an opportunity for teams or workplaces to come together as a team and have an opportunity to, learn about each other, learn some information about the agency that they're doing work for, feel that community spirit, that really good feeling of, completing a really good act of kindness for the agencies.
So it was a win-win both sides. It's a wonderful idea, but things had to change this year. So Day of Caring is what, June 12th?
That's correct. It is on June 12th. And as the volunteer committee meeting several times before we, were saddened to say that we weren't going to be able to go out to do the Day of Caring like it normally looks like with workplaces and volunteers going into agencies. We were like, okay, but there must be something else that we can do. What else could we provide the agencies with, or just the community in general? So as a group, we threw out some ideas and are asking that on June 12th, people, whether it's the workplaces that have participated in the past, or actually anybody in the community, all on the same day, completing an act of kindness. Maybe going grocery shopping for a senior that's not able to get out themselves, maybe going to visit a friend that's been isolated, maybe cook a meal for a friend or family member and deliver it to them, or just maybe posting a nice positive affirmation online for people.
That's a great idea. What always occurs to me is seniors are focused, and certainly there's a lot of, other seniors, because I'm certainly in that category, that do need help, but a lot of us don't. But what occurs to me is a lot of young families. They're perhaps working from home, and they've got the kids home, and they're trying to homeschool, and maybe finances are a little tight. And I think they could benefit from somebody cooking them a meal and delivering it, or a batch of cookies or something.
Absolutely. Actually, that's funny that you note about the batch of cookies. I had a cousin through my husband who has relatives in the seniors building in Sydenham, and she baked a great big batch of cookies, individually bagged them, and took them over and left them in a big basket at each of the seniors building in Sydenham. And my in-laws happened to live in that seniors building, and they just thought it was so kind that she did that. She put the ingredients on there so that the seniors knew what was in the cookies and if they could have it or not. But they were very touched by the fact that she would do that.
That's that's such a nice story, and you must hear some really great.
It is.
Well, you must be hearing some great stories. So some of the teams, they probably sat down and they said, well, we're not going to be able to go to that agency and garden and paint and do things. So what can we do for them? And what are some of the stories you're hearing? What's the scuttlebutt out there?
So there is one of the workplaces on our committee that very quickly told us that their workplace had been doing a food drive. So they are considered an essential service, so they're still in operation. And they quickly put together a food drive where they were gathering food products, and with the direction of the United Way, would deliver it to the different places around Kingston area as to where the need was. So that was really great to hear that, again, no push was required for the workplace. They just immediately thought, how are we going to help out? At Hydro One, where I work, our team has decided for June 12th that we are going to do a food drive at work. So we've asked, our team, normally there'd be 5 or 6 of us on the team to bring in food items, and then extended it to the folks that are still working at Hydro One, and hope to have a cab filled with food that we can take to different places on the direction of the United Way, along with some money that we're selling some tickets on to give to the United Way. Like I said, my family member taking the cookies in. But again, I know for me, I have a godson, and he's 7, and his mother's at home working from home and homeschooling as well. And I try to make it that, on Fridays we do our social distancing visit, come over and take him for the afternoon. So it gives her a break, and his father a break too, who actually works from home. So,
Well,
I think, like you said, young people, young parents, they need help too.
Well, I have a friend who is every Friday afternoon she spends with her grandchildren who are in Ottawa, and she's teaching them French. And
Oh, wow.
it's become a really nice thing that she looks forward to. She has to prepare the lessons, and the kids, it's time to spend with grandma, and gives the parents a break. They're both working from home, and yeah, it's just something they've fallen into, and it's working out for everybody. So now, if a team out there had thought, well, I guess that's it for this year, is it too late for them to register and still take part in on June 12th on Day of Caring?
Well, actually, this year, no registration. We're just hoping through social media that folks will hear what you and I are talking about today. I did a little video clip for the United Way's website as well. We did send some information out to the workplaces and beyond, the United Way did. So we're just hoping anybody out there on June 12th will participate in some sort of act of kindness. And of course, again, hashtag Day of Caring, and post their pictures of everything great that they're doing. So no registration, anybody can do it.
Well, I'm just thinking as you're saying that, I'm going to throw out a challenge here to everybody who's listening. If this little old lady can do something, and I think I'll maybe make a meal for the nice young couple next door who do little favors for me all the time. And I'm going to throw out that challenge to everybody out there to do something. June the 12th, mark your calendar and think of something you can do that's a random act of kindness. How's that sound?
I think that's fantastic.
All right. So on behalf of senior citizens, yeah, we can do this too. So listen, these are different times, and good for you for responding to it. And I hope that Day of Caring, in whatever form it takes, is a really big success. And next year it'll be back to what it always was. Thanks for being with us, Michelle.
Thank you so much.